Tonight on the Evening News.
Power play. The Premier says New Brunswickers will save big in a deal to sell NV Power to Quebec. New advice. H1N1 is spreading, and Nova Scotia health officials are giving us new orders about what to do. And eyes on the skies. How a partially blind Moncton man is using his disability to see what others can't.
From the Global Maritime Studios, the Evening News with Tarek Hagaman.
We have a lot more local news still ahead tonight. Up next, you'll meet a Moncton man who found a way to not only overcome a disability, but to use it to see what others cannot.
Well, we had another beautiful day.
Here's a story proving you don't know what you really have until it's gone. Tim Doucette is an astronomer from Moncton, but he's partially blind. His stargazing began as an unlikely hobby, but as Global's Brian Robinson reports, it's turned into a real passion.
This is where Tim Doucette spends many nights. His observatory is in Moncton's West End, but his eyes are on the stars, watching up close what many can barely see at all.
It's a very relaxing hobby to gaze up at the universe and in wonder and awe.
Doucette was born with cataracts. Doctors removed the lenses in his eyes when he was very young. The procedure left him partially blind, but sensitive to light.
In some cases where I'm looking at a deep sky object, I will be able to pick out more stars or fainter details than anybody else that I've met so far.
What are we going to look at tonight?
His love for the stars began to come in focus in 2002. Doucette's wife, anxious for him to pick up a hobby, bought him a telescope.
I'm actually quite happy it's come to this level because he's able to do his astrophotography that he's always been interested in, and it shows his creative side.
A few years ago, Doucette had this observatory installed in his backyard. From here, he can see the International Space Station, distant planets and stars, and he's even got the pictures to prove it. Craters of the moon and bright, colorful nebulae, all photos taken by Doucette and available on his website.
It kind of brings it back to them that, well, you know what, maybe I should have a look up there. Maybe this is, a good thing to look at, and kind of gives people another perspective, I guess.
Brian Robinson, Global News, Moncton.